Angel, welcome back to the Nansara Wellness YouTube channel. I'm Cissy, your yoga instructor, and in today's flow, we're going to try to face or overcome our fears. If you're new here, kindly subscribe, and if you're a returning angel, thank you so much for loving me. I love you more. That said, let's get started. We're going to start at the top of our mats. Bring your feet, big toes touching or hip distance apart, whichever works best for you. Slightly curve the toes in and heel slightly out. Tailbone is tucked in, suck the kneecaps in. Inhale, send your arms overhead. And on the exhale, finding prayer to chest, closing down your eyes. And then from here, release your hands, palms facing forward alongside your hips into a mountain pose. Bring awareness to your breath, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Eyes closed. Lips sealed. Breath goes in and out only through the nose. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to say the word fear and think of a fear, something. What comes to mind first? Fear. Whatever it is, maybe it's a moment that frightened you so much, or maybe it's something that hasn't yet happened that you're really scared of, and your mind is getting into monkey business with it. How does it make you feel? What is happening with your skin in this moment? Take a sweep through your body. Is there anywhere you feel that's tensing up? Usually when we are fearful, the abdominal muscles tend to contract and the whole abdomen becomes a bit narrow and tight. Maybe it's even in the hips, our trauma storage. I want you to bring one hand to that area that you feel is contracting. Maybe it's the stomach, like me. Maybe it's the hips, wherever it is. Take one hand and lightly place it there. And deepen your breath. Set an intention for your practice today to overcome your fear. Whatever that might mean to you, I want you to anchor it into the practice and face it. When you're ready, flutter your eyes open. Inhale, circle sweep your arms skyward, lengthening, reaching for the stars. And on the exhale, we're going to wholeheartedly swan dive all the way down, hips tucked right above the ankle joints, and fold. Inhale, lengthening the spine, looking forward for a flat back. And on the exhale, we're going to fold. Maybe bending into one knee, or maybe both knees, or maybe you want to cycle from side to side. Very nice. On the next inhale, hands to shins, looking forward for a flat back, shoulders away from the ears. And on the exhale, fold all the way down. Maybe this time, bend into your knees, reach your hands behind your cuffs, and bring your chin towards the knees. Breathe. Maybe swaying from side to side, returning to your fear, relaxing your shoulders. Imagine that when we looked up, it was right there in front of you. And I want you to surrender. Let it go through you. Next, inhale, hands to shins, looking forward at your fear. Hips tucked right above the ankle joints. And on the exhale, fold all the way and let it go through you. Inhale, bring your hands to your mat, looking forward for flat back. And on the exhale, you're going to step your feet back and come into a plank pose. From here, shift the weight forward, drop the knees into the mat. You're going to bend your elbows back, chaturanga, and slide through for bhujangasana. And then hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Breathe, swaying your hips from side to side, letting the fear go through you. I want you to imagine, what's the worst that could happen if that fear came to life? Maybe it's losing your job, your relationship coming to an end. Could be death of a loved one. Now look forward, step your feet to the front of your mat, and bring your hands to your shins for a flat back. On the exhale, we're going to fold all the way down. Bend your knees, let your hands face up, palms facing up side by side of your ankle joints. Roll yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders down and away from the ears, palms facing forward. From here, we're going to send our hands back, interlace our fingers. Start lifting the chest forward while the shoulder blades go together, and then lift the chest skyward. Look up. Next exhale, let the head fall back, arching the spine into upstanding back bend. Start moving your arms away from the thighs. And I want you to use this moment to surrender to that fear, to remember that whatever it is in fact out of your circle of control, because you don't control when people live life. No matter how good you are at your job, you don't have full control of whether you are retained or not. Letting it go, surrender. And then slowly coming all the way forward and into a fold. Brave. Trusting that you are doing everything you can within your circle of control, and shifting your attention from that fear and into your circle of control. Inhale, bend into your knees. Send your arms overhead into a chair pose, grounding your feet into the mat. And on the exhale, bring your hands into a prayer in front of the chest. Inhale, shift the weight to the right leg, lift the left leg up, and step it all the way back. Open out into a warrior two. Very nice, grounded, strong, and brave warrior. Looking forward into your right middle finger. Confronting that fear. Going through all the possibilities. Maybe it's the possibility of grief, the possibility of being heartbroken, never seeing your loved one again, or losing this job that you think defines you. Could be anything. Looking up. And then on the next inhale, lift the back heel up, turn the back toes to face forward. Send both arms overhead. And on the exhale, send those arms back, interlace the fingers. Shorten your stance. Keep bending into the front knee. Inhale, arch the spine, shoulder blades together. And on the exhale, we're going to humble ourselves into a warrior. Bring the inside of the bring the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. And let yourself surrender. Relax the shoulder joints. I want you to dare and look past, beyond the emotion that this fear causes. What lies on the other side after grieving? After whatever it is that you're really scared of? After it has happened? Bring your hands to from the front foot. Step that foot back, extend both feet back into a plank pose. Shift your weight forward, eyes of the elbows facing forward. And as you exhale, bend the elbows, be brave. Use your arms to express your bravery into chaturanga. Flip your feet, upward facing dog, opening your chest, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Very nice. Bend your knees, look forward, step, jump, or take a walk to the front of the mat. Hands to shins for a flat back. And on the exhale, I want you to bend a lot into your knees, belly resting on thighs. Lift the left foot up, step, place the left palm under it. Lift the right foot, place the right palm under. And from here, I want you to lengthen the knees while you let yourself fold even further forward. And surrender. I want you to take this moment to have hope, to trust that no matter how bad the outcome can be, there is light at the end of this tunnel, if only you allow it. I want you to acknowledge how, in the end, you choose what you want to feel. Because your emotions are in your circle of influence, unlike your fear. I want you to choose in this moment to shift your attention to your circle of influence. A circle in which you're safe from your fear. It has no power over you. And slowly release. Hands to shins for a flat back. Bend into your knees, send your arms overhead, returning into a chair pose, tailbone is tucked in, and bring your hands to a prayer in front of your chest. Shift the weight to the left foot, lift the right leg up, and step it all the way back, ground the heel into the mat, open into warrior two on the second side. Ground your feet into the mat. Be the strong warrior that you are. And from here, flip your palms, turn them to face up, finding your reverse warrior. Looking up to your fingers, reaching for the stars. Send that arm as high as you can and let it be a symbol of you being able to rise above your fear, to break free from the shackles that are holding you back from reaching your full potential. Next inhale, turn the back heel to face forward, arms overhead. And then from here, you're going to send the arms back, interlace the fingers, grounding the back foot into the mat, front knee still bent. Inhale, open your chest, shoulder blades together, allowing yourself to rise to your full potential. Lift that chest as high as you can. And from here, with bravery, I want you to fold all the way down. Left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. Give up control. Whatever it is that you're scared that might come and stab you, that might get you off guard, let it. I want you to trust in yourself that within you, you have the tools you need to pull yourself back together, no matter what happens. Plant your palms into the mat to frame the front foot. Step that foot back for a plank pose. Chaturanga. Slide through for upward facing dog, grounding your palms into the mat, connecting to the earth, to your source. Flipping your feet for downward facing dog. Push the mat away with your palms. Lengthen into the spine. Create space. Create space for your growth, for you to outgrow that fear. You are capable of it. All you have to do is look within. And from here, come to a seat. We're going to do butterfly. We're going to get into our hips, our Swadhisthana chakra, our chakra for overcoming our fears. I want you to flip your knees up and down like a butterfly, introducing a bit of flexibility in your hips with movement. We want you to be fluid, like water. Very nice. And with every movement, you become more fluid. And just like water, you don't let yourself get trapped by fear. And now from here, you're going to reach for the outer edges of your feet, thumbs into the back of your feet. Lengthen as you ground your elbows into your thighs, opening yourself up. Option to close your eyes and look at yourself on the other side, visualizing yourself away from your fear, looking back at it, taking a moment to appreciate how brave you are, that you overcame your fear, that you went through it, and you came out standing on the other side. And you are okay, maybe with scars, maybe with the memory, but knowing that if each passing moment takes you further and further away from that fear, from that experience, and manifesting with the universe that no matter what happens, in the end, you will be okay. And knowing that, and trusting that you, and being confident that you will in fact be okay, because at the end of the day, you have the power to decide that. Opening your eyes, step your feet into the mat, and we're going to do windshield wiper from side to side. Very nice. Letting yourself be fluid, being light after releasing that fear. And feel free, if you feel like that tears coming, let them, release it all, let it go. Very nice. And from here, we're going to return back to a seat, Sukhasana, and come onto our elbows. Let the head fall back, option to stay here, or maybe start bringing those elbows closer to the sitting bones until the crown of your head touches the ground. And breathe. Keep pushing the chest skyward. And when you're ready, releasing the back of your head into the mat, stepping your feet into the mat and bringing them to your chest. Inhale, lift your head up. Bring your forehead towards your knees for Supta Pawana Muktasana. And from here, send your knees all the way to the left, looking over your right shoulder. Breathe. Back into center. And this time, legs all the way to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Breathe. Return back to center. And from here, you're going to let your legs fall out. Coming into Savasana, palms facing up alongside your hips. Letting yourself enjoy these moments of lightness. Letting yourself flow into that space you've emptied of your fear. Feel free to stay here for as long as is possible or comfortable. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. If you would like more practices like this, I invite you to join the Nansera Wellness Angel membership or here on YouTube. Otherwise, see you next time.